My name is Ryan, and this happened in October 2024. At the time, I was living alone in a small apartment in Portland, Oregon. I worked from home as a video editor, so staying up late had become part of my routine. That night, I was finishing some work on my laptop. It was raining lightly outside, and the neighborhood was unusually quiet. I glanced at the clock. 1:57 a.m. I only had a little work left, so I figured I'd finish up and head to bed. Then suddenly, the dogs outside started barking. Not normal barking. Something about it felt strange. It sounded like they were terrified of something. I walked over to the window and looked down at the street. Nothing. No cars, no people. Everything looked completely normal. I shrugged it off and sat back down. But the second the clock hit 2 a.m., knock, knock, knock. Someone was at my door. I froze. Who would come by this late? Slowly, I walked toward the door. "Hello? Who is it?" I asked. No answer. I waited for a few seconds. Maybe someone had the wrong apartment. I started walking away when suddenly, bang, bang, bang! The knocking became much louder. My hands instantly went cold. I looked through the peephole. Nobody. The hallway was completely empty. That's when I remembered the security camera I had installed outside my apartment a few months earlier. I grabbed my phone and opened the live feed. What I saw made my blood run cold. The hallway was empty, completely empty, but the knocking was still happening. Knock, knock, knock. I couldn't understand what was going on. Then something appeared on the screen. A woman, dressed in white. Long black hair covered her face. She was standing directly in front of my door. But the moment I focused on her, she vanished. Gone. My hands started shaking. I immediately called my best friend Mike. He answered half asleep. "Dude, why are you calling me at 2 a.m? I said, "Someone's outside my apartment." He laughed. "You seriously need to stop watching horror movies." Without saying anything, I sent him the security footage. About a minute later, he called me back, but this time, his voice sounded different. He sounded scared. "Ryan." "Yeah?" "Whatever you do, don't open that door." I felt a chill run down my spine. "Why?" After a few seconds of silence, he whispered, "Watch the video again." I replayed the footage, and that's when I noticed something that made my stomach drop. The woman's feet. They were facing backward. I could barely breathe. Before I had time to process it, every light in my apartment suddenly went out. Everything went dark. The only light came from my phone screen. Outside, thunder echoed through the rain. I turned on my flashlight and slowly walked toward the breaker box. Then, I heard footsteps behind me, slow, heavy, but clear. I spun around. Nobody. There was no one there. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear my own breathing. And then, right next to my ear, someone whispered, "Open the door." I jumped back in terror, but a second later, the voice returned. And what it said next still haunts me to this day. "I'm not outside. I'm already inside." And at that exact moment, my bedroom door slowly creaked open by itself, and standing in the darkness, something was